Okay, is this thing on? Are we here? Did we do it? YouTube is being so friggin' weird today. Okay, yeah, we're live streaming. All right. Thanks, YouTube or something. It has taken me like 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes to get set up today. I don't know what the hell YouTube is doing. It's fucking crazy. All right, got a bunch of shit to do. I'm gonna just jump right into it. Let me figure something out here. This way I can bring you guys with me. So I kind of mentioned to you guys, like, I have another commission I'm working on. I'm also getting ready to ship another model. Yeah, we're live. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Fucking weird. Look, Mom, no FDM printer. Like, this workbench is totally free now. It's kind of nice. Ain't gonna lie. Lightsaber blades. A whole bunch of them. Run over and check the chat here. Yep, Beans here. What's up, dude? Yeah, YouTube finally fucking let me in. Crazy ass shit. I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube today. There we go. Through the paint, what's going on, dude? Kind of working on a commission of this dude. Yeah, that dude. Can't really say anything. And then we've got a model I got to wrap up and get ready for shipping. Which reminds me, I need to find a good box for that. I got a whole buttload of boxes here. This resin box would actually probably pack pretty well, I think. Yeah, it's a good, thick, sturdy box too. So I've mentioned you guys, like, I print paint kits, for someone, for anybody that doesn't have a resin printer or can't have a resin printer. I'll print you a model in resin and send it out to you, especially if you're in the United States. Let's see here. So I see Beans here. Gambit's not here yet. And I'm kind of at a certain point with this dude. That's huge. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. Properties. Okay. There we go. That's a good enough view. So I've got 2 more little holes to fill in right there. And that means I need to mix up some more baby powder and printer resin. I'll get to that in a minute. I want to wrap up a couple of these sets here. Print the mask in one go. No, I printed the mask and the ears. How did I print those? I think I printed I want to say I printed the mask and both ears in one shot. And because I knew the teeth might be a little finicky, I printed them separately, which was a good thing. I printed 2 separate sets of teeth, and one of them misprinted, and then the other one printed great. But I wasn't entirely happy with the results. Like, some of the teeth were kind of like warped, because I'm printing those in solid. And yeah, and then there's 2 eye caps also right here that go in there. And no FDM print. I sold my FDM printer. Or actually, I didn't even sell it. I gave it away yesterday. My Anycubic Cobra 2 Max. I was just kind of over it. Didn't really need it anymore. I just don't print anything that large in FDM, so it's really kind of an impractical thing that just takes up a fuckload of space in my studio. So it was like, okay, this is time to go. But I got an idea. This way I can stay up with the chat here. So I got some bubble wrap. Gonna need some scissors, skizers. So how's everybody doing today? How's it going out there in whatever land you're in? Hopefully you guys are well. Bean, I'm sure you're probably working your ass off as usual. Speaking of which, I will way too soon for my happiness be back at work. Um, over the course of this last year, almost a year that I've been on disability, I've really, really been enjoying just coming down to the studio and painting and, kind of being a house husband for my wife. And I've just really enjoyed myself. For obvious reasons, I would love for this to be like a full-time job. And, eventually it will be when I retire and shit. Being baked alive over there, huh? It's hot. Yeah, we've been having a kind of a heat wave for us. I live on the coast here in California, and our climate is really moderate. You always hear like, "Oh, California sucks. All you guys got all that homeless people. It's fucking dirty there." Blah blah blah. Well, it's not. California's fucking beautiful. It has its places that can be perceived as dirty. And the reason why, I mean, the main fucking reason why we have a homeless crisis, which a lot of these people that rip on California fail to mention or think of or whatever, is because our climate's so fucking mild here. And, if you were homeless, if you didn't have a home, obviously you're going to want to live somewhere that, it's going to be kind of nice all year round. And that's here. My city we do have homeless people here, but you don't really see it very much, and most of them are pretty clean. They've, a lot of them that don't have, major mental health issues or any mental health issues at all. They're doing just fine out there. They're clean. They take care of themselves. They've learned enough during their homelessness, with law enforcement, shit like that, to, make yourself scarce or whatever, and don't be a fucking pig if you can help it. And they keep their encampments and everything out of sight and pretty tidy. But anyways, yeah, for us, it's been kind of a heat wave lately. We've been up. It's been up in the high 20s for you guys. If you're on the metric system, we've been in the high 20s. When I was staying up at my dad's, it was like 39 degrees out. 100, 103 degrees Fahrenheit, which was fucking bonkers. So what I'm doing while I'm wrapping these is I'm wrapping them pretty tight with this bubble wrap because I don't want these pieces to be able to move around a lot. That's what causes things to break. So there's that. And I'm just packing them up nice. I'm eventually going to get some packing paper. I think I have some over here somewhere, or I already put it in the recycler. I need to pull it out. Well, grab the coupon section of the Daily News. Jerry's here. What's up? Oh, okay. You're replacing the LCD screen through the paint. Gotcha. I've never had to do that yet with my Anycubics. Mine are fairly new though, so that might have something to do with it. I'm just catching up with the chat here. Oh no, being it's not solid on the mask, it is not printed solid. The teeth are solid, but the mask is not. Spent a lot of time cleaning that out. It's 105 here today. Where you at, Paint? If you don't mind me asking. Jerry says, yo, 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 sorry I'm late. Just heated up my dinner. Leftover Chinese food, General Tso's chicken, pork fried rice, and egg rolls. Nice. That sounds delightful. I ordered groceries today. I'm not sure really what I'm going to be doing for dinner yet tonight. I might just throw in some like frozen enchiladas or lasagna or something. I don't think my grocery schedule is from like 5 to 7 o'clock though, so I'll probably have to do something else. Make sure my wife eats before she starts getting hangry. Wow, you're through the paint. You're in Midland, Texas. Yeah, it's fucking hot out there, bro. Um, yeah, I'm right on the coast of California between Los Angeles and Santa Barbara, so it's pretty mild here generally. Let's pack up some legs. I'm not careful with how much of the material I use. I want to use a lot. I want it to be well wrapped and well packed. So your printer was only 6 months when it went out, man? That's fucking awful. I know I got something else I can use, maybe to hold on to my phone. I'm trying to think of a way I can just sit down. What's this attached to? Careful. What's this? This would probably work. Yeah. Don't ask me how I know where all the shit in my studio is. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, cool. I can take this thing off my neck and roll my chair over here. Okay, back at it here. It's a nice little workbench, actually. You know, if I didn't have shit poking me in the knees while I was doing this. So this way I can like easily read the chat and everything too. So 6 months and 3 days. Anycubic made sure I know about the 3 days. Yeah, 3 days past your fucking warranty. That's kind of a dick move. You know, if I was a company and my product was 3 days after, 3 days past the thing, the expiration on your warranty, I'd still fucking honor it. Because I don't want you to turn around and talk shit. And sorry, Anycubic, but that's kind of a dick move, you guys. 3 days after his warranty ran out. I mean, if you guys are going to treat customers like that with your products, I mean, I don't know. I'll think twice about getting an Anycubic brand next time. I really want a uniformation anyways. So there's that. I love this bubble wrap that I get from Amazon. It actually they have a tear point on it, so you don't really even need your scissors. Got to run, jump on later if you're still on. Awesome paint. I hope I'm gonna be on for a few hours. I'll probably be on until about 4:30 today, California time. Don't get one just to get one. Yeah, no, I know what you're saying, Jerry. They're just one of those products. It's like, wow, like they've done so well for so many people. It'd be nice to try something different. Um, One of the reasons why I like Anycubic so much, though, too, is I really like their slicing software. Their slicer is awesome. Gambit could tell you, like, being a new Anycubic user, like his learning curve getting that slicer going and everything was pretty short. I can't say the same for their FDM slicer, though. I really don't like the FDM slicer. Yeah, exactly, Jerry. Yeah. Nothing wrong with trying something new. I'm gonna. And no, I don't label my packages. You just get to open it up and find out what's inside of it. And for anybody interested in me printing them a model, this is how I send them. That's how I wrap them up and send them. And you don't want this wrap to be too tight when you're doing this. You want it kind of loose, because if you go too tight, what'll happen is it makes it easier for something to bump into it. But when the wrapping's kind of loose, it's got some room to bounce around on, so you want to it's pretty important when you're wrapping these up. Otherwise you'll send them to your recipient and they'll get parts that are broken in half and shit like that. That's always a possibility anyways, because you never know how these mail carriers are going to treat your thing, even though it's got a fragile sticker on it. um I'm almost apt to say that if you put a fragile sticker on a package, they're going to intentionally fucking kick the box around. I swear I feel like that's the case. Just to spite. Fuck you, dude. Fuck your fragile. After Cheeto Box, anything is easy, right? I've actually never used Cheeto Box, shit box, Cheeto Box, whatever you want to call it. Same with lychee. I had a friend, lychee or lychee, however the fuck you spell it, pronounce it, whatever. I had a friend that was really into, well, my buddy Eric that turned me on to 3D printing. He used lychee a lot. He probably still does. But I was so pleased with uh, Anycubic slicer right off the bat. I was like, I don't really need to try anything else, unless I get another printer that won't use that slicer. Dude, I hope I can fit all these parts in this box. And I think I'm actually gonna need a bigger box. Because again, I don't want things tightly packed in here, because if somebody bumps the box or some shit, it's gonna break something in there. No, no question. And I have some bigger boxes too, so we'll make it happen. Painstream, what's going on, dude? Sitting at my other workbench here, wrapping up a print for a customer. Need to turn my fan. It's starting to get hot in here. And it's kind of nice having a whole other workbench now. This whole bench basically had my my FDM printer on it. My FDM printer, my Cobra 2 Max, took up like half of this workbench. And then it was just like cluttered. And I never really wanted to do anything with it. So I spent some time cleaning up a little bit in here yesterday. Once I got my Cobra 2 Max off to its new home. I really hope she enjoys it. I think it's a good friend of mine, kind of a recently made good friend, and we just connected artistically and everything. She came over yesterday, and my wife met her. And what's everyone's next project? I'm working on a little. I'm working on a little commission. It's like a costume mask / wall art. It's not meant to be worn. It's going to be some wall art. I'll show that to you guys after I'm done with packing this up here, getting these all wrapped. That's what I'm working on right now, and then working on this, and then after I finish that quick commission, I might even be able to get it done today. I'm not sure. But after I finish that, I haven't fully decided about what I want to do. I might do either CA3D Studios' new Logan that they just released, and or Batman by Batman, Absolute Batman from Sanix. It's really, really good model. I'm definitely gonna need a bigger box. Lychee, yeah. I feel like from every country has a different way of spelling lychee, lychee, lychee. I'm just like, however the fuck you spell it, pronounce it, whatever. I don't have anything against it. I've never even tried it. I hear it's a good slicer. Which one's cool? On a cool looking one pan? The Batman Absolute. It's insane. 90% part left on last part for Saget, and then it's off. Bob Saget. Then it's off to prepping. Luckily, not so much sanding needed with Tanuki. Tanuki figures are really nice. Jerry's looking to switch to lychee. Yeah, I mean, if you have a printer that doesn't really have, I mean, well, I don't know if Uniformation has their own like slicing software or what. Anycubics is fantastic. Get this booty wrapped up here. It's all about the booty. Baby got some back. Jen's missing today. Hope all's well. Bob Saget. But Bean switched to lychee and he's loving it. I'm actually thinking about getting a Bamboo Labs FDM printer right now, but I just don't. I don't have anything I need to print with it yet. You know, until I have a really serious need to print something in FDM, I don't need to buy a printer, so I'm just not. And I have no idea like what my work schedule and everything is going to be like when I go back to work in September. I really just want to fucking retire, let me tell you. Fuck working. Don't get me wrong, I like my job. The company I work for is absolutely amazing. I'm extremely fortunate to have them. Almost done here. Only 2 more parts to go. Or 3. 3 more parts. New Cheeto box is looking very promising. I'm waiting for Ruffles box to come out. Bad joke. Bad joke. That was pretty bad. So this spot right here that I'm sitting in is where I'm actually considering moving my workbench too, and then this bench would slide over uh, to where my wash and curing station is. And now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, it would be fucking great to have a workbench in the corner, having all this space like this. It's going to be a fuck ton of work though to move. Like, that's like a whole weekend probably to get everything moved. I've been considering getting one of those getting a new workbench. It's the kind that like raise and lower. Those electric like L-shaped desks that raise and lower. That way I'd have a spot to like put my computer, my laptop and everything while I'm live streaming. And I have to consider everything. I got to put it up on the computer and map out my space in here and everything, measurements, all that shit. See if it's really even feasible to do it. But it would be nice to have one of those desks that raises and lowers so that I can stand up while I'm painting and shit. That would be pretty sweet. Jerry uses Chudu Box now, but uses the 2.3 basic one. Oh, is that like a non-paid one or something? That was a bad dad joke. Jerry needed to check out the paid version. Oh, okay. I think you'd love it. Oh, got you, Jerry. Oh, Mateo says he'd like to get one of those spinners. Are you talking about my Lazy Susan? To complete my Obi-Wan project. Yeah, that's definitely on the list. I think I'm gonna start working on it when I go back to work. Because if I end up doing like uh, nighttime live streams or something like that, and I'm going in late into the night, then yeah. I have until I think it's March to get that done. Because I'm going to be bringing that one to Wonderfest with me. I'm going to enter that in Wonderfest this year. So it'll be my first time entering anything at Wonderfest, my first time going to Wonderfest. And I'm really excited about that because it's like that's like a worldwide deal in the hobby world. Like Adam Savage's team was there this year. Greedy 3D came all the way out from Europe. A lot of big timers. I think it would just be super fun. Plus, all the guys from Hobby Time Modelers go. And I'd love to just kick back and have a drink and chill out with those guys. Get to meet Jody in person. I think Kenny from Hobby Link International is planning on going to Wonderfest this year too. I hope he is. I'd love to see him out there. Just a good time to like hang out, meet all of our some of our friends out there in the hobby world. Be pretty fun. Yeah, Mateo, if you go on Amazon and you look up plastic Lazy Susan, it'll come up. And mine is the 12-inch version. You want if you want the same size one, you get the 12-inch. Giggity. Last piece, and then we get to do some primer shit. Yeah, there are literally thousands of those different types of Lazy Susans. So that's one entire roll of bubble wrap. Just for those body parts. Definitely need a bigger box. That's all right. Should I put fragile stickers on there? I seriously think they do that shit on purpose. Bean, you're not wrong, Mr. Dean. Dean the Bean, you are not wrong. I do need to finish up Obi-Wan Kenobi Rides Boga. That that model is the bane of my existence sometimes. I'm never gonna be satisfied with myself until I fucking finish it. I just need to do it. It's just such a fucking huge model. And I got a couple of parts on it I think I want to reprint too. I want to reprint the headdress, you know, the feathers. I dropped it once and broke a few of the feathers. I'm gonna try and glue them back on first though. But a lot of the models already primered and ready for paint. It's just Boga. I need to rework the scales around the seams. The seams on the body and shit. I need to rework all those scales and get them looking really good. And that's a tremendous amount of work. It's the post prep on that model that fucking kills you. It really is. I don't care how you printed it. Like, it's an extremely difficult and time-consuming model. No, any way you cut it. I'm not gonna lie, I completely underestimated what I was getting myself into when I started working on that one. But once I had that many parts of it like printed, I was committed. It was just like, okay, there's no turning back now. I have to do this. I even the other guys who work on it, Dark Jedi Studios, he started his like a year ago, and I don't think he's ever finished it yet for the exact same reasons. There's only one guy I've seen finish it, and he made kind of a big mistake. Instead of making these blaster bolt explosions in the file, they're labeled as plants. And they're not plants. These are blaster bolt explosions. Plants don't grow rocks on the tips of them, but he painted them green like plants. other than that, he did a good job on it. It looks cool. Like, not a bad job at all. I don't know who it is, so I'm not going to say their name or anything. I don't remember their name. I found it on, or I think Jen or Someone found it on Instagram and sent me a link to it. All right, we're all packed up here. Yep, definitely need a bigger box. But everything's packed and ready to go. Set that right there. And I think I have a box upstairs that'll work okay with it. Oh yeah, gonna need this guy. All right, there's little bunny Fufu. And I need to cover up these two drainage holes here. So today, one thing you guys get to learn, or the way I do it, is how to mix baby powder and printer resin to make your own UV putty. Super exciting. Looking at the chat here for a second. Oops. So have any of you guys ever mixed UV resin, printer resin and baby powder before? Show of hands, who has done this before? Made your own UV putty. It's pretty cool. And some of you with younger kids probably have baby powder around. Maybe you've never even heard of this. I don't want to call it a trick, but this technique or whatever. Never done it before, Bean. Okay. It's really simple. The way I like to do it is put the resin in first, and then you're going to put the baby powder on top of it and start mixing it. I've just found that it's easier to mix up that way. That's gonna just take forever. I got these pipettes here, and I'm gonna just fill this with some resin straight out of my printer. Who's texting me? I'm going to make a pretty good batch of this stuff right now. So I'm pulling quite a bit of resin out. Okay, that's a decent amount of resin. Let me... Oh, wait. No, my text message should have come through on my... My Ralph's order is scheduled for delivery by 7 p.m. Okay. Hopefully a little sooner. Gambit's never done it. Bean's never done it. Okay. Get my PPE on. Jerry, have you ever made your own resin putty? UV putty? Hey, what's up, Kenny? The workday has ended. Gonna go pick up mom and your brothers and then listen to the ride home. Oh, thanks, man. You're awesome, Kenny. Okay, so here we have a big container of baby powder. Definitely fucking smells like baby powder, too. Oh, you have a video about how to do it years ago. Okay. I missed that one. So I just use a little measuring thing to scoop it up in. I'm not actually measuring it at all. So this is about the same volume, probably a little less. I don't remember where I learned this from. There was like multiple channels that have like showed how they make it and stuff like that. It's not like there's any crazy formula to it. This is just how I do it. And you just keep adding baby powder to it until it gets to the consistency you want. I want it to be like a fairly thick putty. And if you've seen me use mine before, it's pretty thick. I almost wish I had like a little teeny electric mixer or something to do this with. There, now it's starting to get where I want it to be. Basically like the consistency of like a thick toothpaste is what I'm looking for. And I'm just using a coffee stir stick. See, so that's still too thin. That should be close. You tend to buy the stuff. Dude, after I was the same way, Bean. I'd seen a ton of videos on it, and then one day I was just like, you know, fuck it, I'm gonna try it out. And I love the way it works so much. I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking buying a UV putty anymore. So that's pretty close. I actually want it thicker than this, but it's pretty close. Like I don't want it doing this. I want it to stay collected on the stick. But yeah, just take your time mixing it up until you get it to about this consistency. I'm gonna get there eventually to show you guys. I think we just got it. There's a certain point where it becomes like wet sand. If when you get your feet into like wet sand and kind of jiggle them, they'll sink into the sand. This does the same thing. Like when you move it around, it'll separate from itself like that, but when you leave it alone, it'll start solidifying. It's just like that shit you made in like grade school called oobleck. If anybody remembers that. That stuff, like if you walk fast enough, you can walk right across it, but the second you stop, you'll sink into it. This is like the same consistency as that. So now it's doing what I want it to do. But you can see once it gets back together, it starts turning into a liquid again. But that's the consistency I like. You might want it a little thicker, you might want it a little thinner. It's really up to you in the application, but it's really easy to make. Like, I just made a whole fucking cup of this shit for next to nothing. For the same amount of putty you're gonna buy from, whatever the Fun Creekall, and I'm not knocking Fun Creekall's product at all. They make an amazing UV putty. So, like if you want to buy that stuff, I do recommend Fun Creekall. In fact, I learned about that stuff from Kenny, matter of fact. But that stuff's great. I'm not knocking it at all. But if you want to make it on the cheap and just do it yourself, you absolutely can do that. And it works great. Cures in seconds. Just very easy to use. Yeah, Gambit mentioned earlier, he made a video on this years ago. I probably have seen Gambit's video on it and just don't remember. The other thing I really like about making my own here is it sands really nicely. If you need to rework it and sand it down or anything like that, it works really well. Where's my UV light? Where you at? I was just using it. Oh shit. Did I drop it somewhere? Scheisse. Can't find my damn UV light. Oh, let me look under the table here. Oh, I don't see it anywhere on the ground. Ugh. Okay. I literally was just using this last night, so it should be up here. I don't see it anywhere. And it's probably right in front of my fucking face, too. My stupid face. I don't know where it went. Okay, well, I have another option. I got this like industrial UV light and I can just shine on it. We'll do it that way. All right. There we go. I'll take my little sanding wheel here and just buff that out really quick. Expose this a little more. Turn my fan towards my workstation because it's fucking hot. Sorry, guys. Bean was asking earlier if I printed this all in one go. And just in case for anybody else wondering, no, the ears are actually separate from the body. Um, so I printed those separate along with the teeth. Um, these teeth, you have to. It's a little washed out. With the teeth, you have to. That makes it even spookier when it's like that. The teeth I really had to work on pretty good to get them to fit in some of the sockets. A lot of sanding to get those to fit right. Um, but eventually I got it. So, we're there. It's okay. See some spots where I need to do a little more sanding. All right. Ugh. So one thing you got to do with your UV putty, when you do make it, like I was saying, I like using it in these medicine cups. You just pop a lid on it. These come with a lid, which I like. And then just wrap it up in like a paper towel or something to keep sunlight off of it. That's it. Nice and cheap and easy, like my women. Nope. This is just a cheap gray primer. And for this particular instance, I just want a good thick coating of primer on it. Instead of having to airbrush it, I am going to put a thin airbrush coat on over this, though. This is just a flat gray. But I'm also going to do a flat black coat over it as well. I guarantee you my wife's going to come home from work and be like, what's that smell in the garage? Same smell it always is, my love. Sorry, guys, I can't see the chat right at this moment. Pretty good. More than enough. Shouldn't take too long for that to dry. Oh, no drips. Oh, it looks pretty good. Come here. Come on. There we go. There, now it's right in the airflow. So I'm going to be putting a light back here, probably up around in the foreheadish area, maybe up in here. I kind of want to do it near the top because then the light will move down the model better and out through the eyes. I think it'll just work better that way. And the eyes are going to be kind of like a clear, foggy red. So we'll give that a few. It is pretty fucking creepy looking, man. Bean says if that thing was hanging on his wall, I'd go for a pee at 3 a.m. and shit myself as well. Yeah. Yeah. The first thing my wife said when she saw it in the garage was like, "What the fuck is that creepy thing?" I was like, "Come on, you've seen the movie." She's like, "Yeah, but what the fuck?" Like, it's a commission, baby. Don't worry about it. Now I sound like Gambit. In what way? Oh yeah. No worries, Kenny. We know you're driving, buddy. I'm just very thankful that you're here, man. Appreciate you, dude. So I'm just hanging out with you guys while that dries for a bit, and then we can start getting some black primer on there. I guess I could start. Excuse me. I guess I could start getting my airbrush ready. Am I looking for my phone? No. I know. I know it's right here. Don't put it past me though. That's totally something I'd probably do. Like, where's my fucking phone at? Where are my glasses? It's totally something I would do. Let's see here. I don't know. It feels a little bit sticky. Looks good. Just because it looks good doesn't mean it is good. If you're ever wondering or you haven't figured it out yet, this is just filled with IPA alcohol, not the beer, you weirdos. If it was filled with beer, you'd see me squirting it into my mouth. Let's see how we're looking here. Still a teeny bit tacky. Okay, this is pissing me off. Okay, that's better. Ah, all right. Ugh. I really want to know where my fucking UV light went. My pen light. It's always like right up here somewhere on my desk, on my workbench here. And I'm just not finding it. Ah. No, it didn't roll underneath my bench anywhere that I could see. Urgh. Whoa. Oh, shit. That was fucking cool. Oh, you guys got to see this. Scared the shit out of me. Check this guy out. Check this guy out. Check out this motherfucker. Hey, little buddy. How you doing, little feller? He sure is pretty. Don't worry, I'm not gonna hurt you. No, you're welcome in here, buddy. Where'd you go? Oops. You're all right, dude. I'm not gonna hurt you. I want you in here. Yes, you're very pretty. Well, we're gonna leave him alone because I want him to stay. All right. Welcome to the 3D Painter Animal Kingdom. Okay. Look over here and see if I can't find my UV light. In case I put it somewhere stupid. I'm the type where it's like I would have accidentally thrown it away too. It wouldn't surprise me to find it in my fucking trash can somewhere. But it is not. All right. He stole my UV light to sun himself, right? Motherfuck, man, where is that thing? I swear that's my little UV pen light is like my one of my favorite fucking most used tools in my arsenal. Use the shit out of that thing. That's why it's like it's always right here. And I can't find it anywhere. This happens every time I clean shit off. And you know what's going to happen is I'm going to fucking buy a new one. And I'm going to buy a new one and it's going to turn up. As soon as the new one gets delivered, like the day the new one gets delivered, it'll show up. He's a good looking skink. Yeah, this needs a little more sanding here and there. I swear every time you primer something, the second you fucking primer it, you see every little thing wrong that you missed when you were trying to prep it. Layer shift lines, islands. All right, I'll keep my language minimal, Kenny, for the sake of Mom. Out of respect for Kenny and Mom, I'm gonna keep the language to a chill point. Unless your mom cusses like a sailor or something, just let me know. And hi, Kenny's mom. How you doing, girl? Big love out to Kenny's mom. We're always very fortunate to still have our moms around. Those of us that had cool moms. Kenny's mom's obviously super cool. He's picking her up and go hang out, get some hang time with moms. Okay, that works. So funny thing, kind of interesting, like the when you've already painted something and you sand it down, it actually really worked in my favor to do that. It just adds to the model. So I just evened it out by kind of cruising around this side and doing the same thing. It's a little spot on the eyebrow I need to fix. All right. So now I want to primer this in black. Mom's from New York City. Every other word is the F bomb, so don't hold back. Well, fucking A. Fucking A. Mom's cool. Is she throwing the F bombs though? That's what matters. If mom's still throwing F bombs, even when she's not mad at you or something, then you're doing good. I'm still trying to find that. Oh, well, one of my spatulas that I use for my resin shit is finally located. Is it up here? No, it's not up here. Okay. Fuck me running. Where the fuck is that fucking UV light? And I know where I had it last. Right fucking here where I'm sitting last night. I was drinking a Mike's Hard Lemonade though. So God only knows where that thing is now. I know where the lemonade went. I was down here prepping this creepy ass mask until like, well, it's actually not going to be a mask. It's going to be a wall art. Oh yeah, that's what I forgot. Yeah, it's going to be wall art. I was like, yeah, I would not recommend wearing this. So Kenny, tell me you're making it to Wonderfest this year, man. My wife's all like, I don't know, I don't know. I was like, nope, that's what we're doing this year. We're going to Wonderfest. If I gotta go by myself, then I'll do it. Like, you didn't want me to drive to Idaho all by myself. I'm driving to Kentucky. I told her I'd make it up to her though. Next year we'll go to Europe, go visit friends in Ireland. Oh, Gambit. Maybe I'll get a maybe I'll get a layover in New York and stop and visit Kenny. And maybe we'll have the new fucking studio ready by then. Okay, can I paint now? Oh, I'll definitely come and visit you, Gambit. We're gonna go raise hell. Bob Saget done printing, hell yeah. You do some, by the way, guys, I need to do some shout outs. Go check out the Pain stream over at Instagram. The dude does some fantastic work. He's got a lot of stuff to show for it up there on his Instagram. Uh, I can't Pain stream. You do stuff on your YouTube channel, right? I still haven't had a chance to go check it out. I need to do that. Check out the Pain stream on YouTube. I'm just gonna say it on YouTube and over on Instagram. Big shout out to Pain Stream, Gambit Neo, The Bean 3D. Guys, I want you to check all these guys out. And please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I really, 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 really appreciate it and love you if you would do that for me. You're amazing. Oops. Actually, let's go there. I got to do a little product placement here real quick. By the way, guys, this is the primer that I'm using right here. It's matte black air primer by Army Painter. I absolutely love this shit. No, I am not paid to say that. I buy this stuff with my own money, but I really like this primer a lot. I would easily compare it to um, Citadel's Chaos Black spray paint. And it's a hell of a lot cheaper than their Chaos Black, too. Don't get me wrong, Citadel's Chaos Black is amazing. But if you want an airbrush paint for primer that does a great job, goes on like Chaos Black, dries like Chaos Black, feels like Chaos Black, this is good stuff. I do tend to thin it out with a little bit of water when I use it. No thinners or anything like that. It's just primer coat. So I don't need to add any of that stuff. Just plain water works just fine. Kenny's mom's over there like,
my God, what's this guy working on? Oh, it's so scary. It's so scary. Get it out of my face. Kenny, why the fuck did you put this on the screen?
I don't know what your mom sounds like, Kenny, but I just had to throw in some Jerky Boys there. I'm sure your mom sounds much more delightful. Kenny's mom's over there like,
I don't think this guy's funny. He's not very funny, Kenny. I don't like him.
Oh, wrong one. Which I think I'm trying to do. No, that one. God, too many damn cameras. Jen's finally here. What's up, Jen? So your mom's laughing. Well, that's good. Mom's obviously got a good sense of humor then. Because I'm kind of a brat. Little bit of a brat. I'm not as bad as my wife, though. My wife is definitely, she graduated brat school early. You know, it's funny, Kenny. My wife came in the other day. I was watching one of your shorts or something. And my wife was like, holy shit, that dude could be your brother. I was like, yeah, maybe he is. brother from another mother, at least. I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, nah, he's better looking than I am. You're just you just like the red beard stuff, because I am red beard as well. It's mostly white now. Time to hit this shit with a hairdryer for a minute. You're going white too? Yeah. Be like that. Did I tell you guys like how much I'm fucking dreading going back to work? Probably at least twice this live stream already. I've said that. It's really bothering me, chat. Like, I felt the same way when I got bit by the German Shepherd a couple years back, which is, I think, when I first started doing live streams. Or no, I think that was, yeah, that was before I was doing live streams. I've just gotten into 3D printing when that happened. I was at a client's house and a German Shepherd that I knew and trusted just decided to fucking haul off and bite me one day. Caught me right here. You see that little mark right there? That's from one tooth. And then I've got another mark. I don't know if that's showing up on camera, but it's right here, right on my radial nerve. And it severed my radial nerve, which goes down to my thumb. So I'm basically completely numb from the bite all the way to the tip of my thumb. I have all my feeling in my arms, in my hands, but it's like a numb sensation, or I should say, I have freedom of movement. It didn't affect my movement at all, much to my wife's pleasure. Just kidding. But I was off work for 4 months when that was going down. That was a workers' comp thing. And even after 4 months, I didn't fucking want to go back to work. I was like, I enjoy being a house husband, as it were. Like, doing all the cooking for my wife and cleaning and stuff. I did that anyways, even when I was going to work. Um, but now that I'm full blown into this hobby, and it's not just slowly but surely, it's not just a hobby for me anymore. I'm actually making some money at it, doing commissions and stuff like that. More and more, I just want to do this like really badly. And that's not to say that I want to make my living off of YouTube. You know, we've been talking about that from time to time. By no means am I expecting to make a living off of YouTube at all. But I very much would like to be able to make my living like Matt Mrazek does. And hopefully he's living really well too, because he's really good at what he does. And he gets a lot of work. Shout out to Matt's Custom Models. Shout out to Kenny over at Hobby Link International, Kenny and family. Gambit Neo, the Beam 3D, the Pain Stream, Matt's Custom Models, Old Painter Man, Derek over at Sergeant Digital Designs, One Grumpy Vet Creations. Shout out to all you guys, man. Big love. But it's got to supplement my income. You know, I make pretty damn good money. I make an obscene amount of money to literally just drive around and play with water and listen to music like a jackass all day long. So by no means am I complaining about my job. But it does take a lot out of me physically. There's a lot of hiking around, which right now for the state that this is in, it'll be really good for me to go back to work. I'm pushing it out a little bit, but yeah, it'll help me lose this little food baby I've been growing for the last 8 months because I've been on my ass. I have been getting out on my skateboard and rolling around the neighborhood and shit. So there's that, you know, but it'll help me exercise more and I'll get to be outside more. You know, there's a lot of pros to it, but fuck, I want to do this. I want to fucking paint and just fuck off, spoil my wife every day and, you know, all those cool things. That's all I want to do. Is that too much to ask? Fuck. Some of you guys probably noticed, totally off topic, that I haven't been wearing my flat cap lately. And the reason why is because it's super fucking hot down here. I have this big metal garage door next to me. It's another reason why I'm heavily considering moving my bench to the other side of the garage. I just got to work out the logistics. But yeah, I'm really bummed about having to go back to work. And I think the main reason has become like, I really fucking enjoy you guys. Like, it's kind of like my little, it's like we're all just kind of hanging out in the studio and having like a paint day or something, you know. And half of you guys are working on your own little projects and stuff off to the side. You know, you got other shit going on, and we're all just kind of hanging out. And the other side, I think, will work out very nice for you. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Dean. Jen, no, you haven't. You haven't told us you don't want to go back to work yet. But yeah, I fucking love you guys, man. I did, and you know the time difference and stuff like that. It's not going to be like every day. I can just I'm off work early or whatever, and I have time to go live stream as soon as I get home. I don't know. We'll see. But the more I get my work out there, and the more I get commissions. Um, I need to make a website. Matt doesn't even have a website. I don't think he just puts his work out there, and people start hitting him up. It looks like I ate you guys. This fucking belly. Funny thing, I've only gained about 5 pounds this whole year I've been on disability, so not much. But it all went straight to my belly. Like I don't grow fat anywhere else on my body. I got these skinny, muscular fucking legs and arms and shit. A nice ass. That's just what my wife tells me. Um, and I got this little baby growing in me. Motherfuck. My airbrush decided to start clogging up on me. If you guys don't know who Sunny Day Real Estate is, you should. I was so fucking bummed I missed these guys. They played a couple of months ago. Uh, they played a couple of months ago at the Ventura Music Hall, which is the same venue I'm going to see Built to Spill in. Another band you should check out if you've never heard of them. Uh, if I was going to recommend an album, I would say Keep It Like a Secret from Built to Spill. Just really good shit. And as far as a good album to start off with on Sunny Day Real Estate, fucking pick one. Like, they're all absolutely phenomenal. Like, no joke. Every album they've ever done is just amazing. They're kind of like the Godfathers of, they're considered, Sunny Day Real Estate's kind of considered to be like the Godfathers of like emo, alternative rock. Jeremy Enoch, just amazing stuff, bro. Highly recommend them. You hear all these emo bands nowadays, and it's like you got that shit from Sunny Day Real Estate. Like And somehow Sunny Day Real Estate always gets left out of like the thank yous for inspiration and shit for their music and stuff like that. Like Sunny Day Real Estate is the Rodney Mullen of emo music. Jen, I'm sure we've all eaten enjoyable people. That's no lie. There's a few people out there I've really enjoyed eating. Did I just say that out loud? I wasn't talking about like in a Ted Bundy way or anything like that. You fucking weirdos. I could just hear Kenny's mom now.
Oh, now he's being vulgar. Oh my god. Kenny, what the fuck?
Holy shit.
That's so disgusting.
Pain Stream is back. Welcome back, my friend. Huntington Beach in the house. Okay, Kenny, I'm beginning to think your mom's is way too fucking cool, dude. My mom's the same way. She'd be like, "Oh, Ronnie," and then she'd start laughing. Like, that's pretty funny, son. I really wanted to paint the teeth on this guy first, but I realized if I did that, that it would probably fuck the teeth up, like the paint job when I was putting them in. So, I'm like, well, they're just gonna get painted in situ in place. For those of you who don't know Latin, I don't know Latin either. I just know situ means in place. I know a bunch of like animal names in Latin, mostly reptiles, because I'm a reptile nut. I used to keep and breed exotic reptiles back in the day, and fish. I was a big time aquarium enthusiast. Speaking of aquarium enthusiasts, I'm kind of bummed. I haven't seen John from I Like to Paint Dolls come in. lately. Big shout out to John over at I Like to Paint Dolls. I hope you and Lisa are doing well, my friend. I would just do the putty mix paint stream, mix up some UV resin, some printer resin with some baby powder, dude. That's what I just did at the beginning of the stream. I think you were here when I was doing that. Okay, my peeps, I'm off to bed now. Have an awesome day and evening further. Absolutely, Dean. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate you coming by, man. I'm glad to have you here. Oops. Yeah, this airbrush is ready for a fucking soak. Ugh. Well, would you just get in there? No, of course he won't cooperate. No, that's not gonna work there anyway. Shit. Pardon me, guys. Yeah, have a good night, Bean. Big love to you, man. Shout out to the Bean 3D. Okay, it's not my airbrush pressure. My airbrush is doing this thing where it's like this side's like squirting out that way. So I think it's got a clog in there I need to address. Or the it's either got a clog or a chunk of paint or something stuck in there, or it has the nozzle's bent or something. But I hope that's not the case because I have been extremely careful with this nozzle. But just for shits and giggles, I'm going to soak the main body part in the jewelry cleaner, get that all cleaned out, and then clean out the nozzle. As far as our commission that we're working on with the mask, that's going to dry overnight, and then I'm going to do the inside of the mask tomorrow. I can never get this bottom piece off this fucking airbrush body, and it pisses me off. I always have to get the paper towel and my needle nose pliers and yank on it, and then it finally frees it from the threads. Do 180 seconds, 180-second cycle on the ultrasonic cleaner. The jewelry cleaner I use to clean my airbrushes is just look up jewelry cleaner on Amazon. Take your pick. They're like $20 for a decent one. Ultrasonic cleaner. They work great. Oh yeah, it's pretty gobbed up in there. So did you guys get a chance to go see the new Spider-Man yet? Everybody's ranting and raving about it. I will wait for it to stream, so please don't anyone blow it for me. But you're welcome to say if you went and saw it yet. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, you can tell me anything about the movie. I'm not going to care. But something like Spider-Man or like Star Wars or something, if I haven't seen it yet, I don't want to hear about it. Like The Mandalorian and Grogu, I haven't seen that one yet. So I don't want to hear about it. I can't wait to see it. If you've seen The Mandalorian and Grogu, the one thing I will accept is you telling me whether or not there are lightsabers in it. Do we see a lightsaber in The Mandalorian and Grogu? Jerry and his wife are going this weekend. Awesome. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go opening weekend either. It'd be fucking crazy. Paint Stream saw it, thought it was really good. Awesome. It looks really good.
What's a lightsaber, Kenny?
No, I'm sure Kenny's mom has to know what Star Wars is all about. She's that fucking cool. That's looking pretty dodgy in there. Already got tickets for Doomsday. Nice. Yeah, that's another one that looks really good. I've seen some fan art AI videos on it that were pretty cool too. The fuck is that? Kenny's mom said, "Of course I know. If you don't know, you got to be pretty stupid." I'm gonna say pretty fucking stupid because I just think that works better. That's what she said. That's awesome. And I agree, Miss Kenny, Mrs. Conklin. You got to be pretty fucking stupid if you don't know what a lightsaber is in this fucking day and age. All right. That looks pretty clean. Oops, duh. And if you guys are watching now and you haven't already, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. I totally appreciate it. And while you're at it, definitely, well, I mean, after my live stream's over or something, if you could, please go check out some of our friends' channels here on YouTube. We got Kenny over at Hobby Link International. Big shout out to Kenny. Gambit Neo, The Bean 3D, One Grumpy Vet Creations, Sergeant Digital Designs, Old Painter Man. What's up, Chris? I haven't seen Chris in a while. Busy dude. Brent over at Ground Affected. We can't forget Brent. Shout out to Brent. That's what she said, but you didn't type it. Love it. Great minds think alike. Family time for Pain Stream. Awesome, dude. Thanks for taking some time to come by and hang out with us, man. Big love to you and yours, dude. Really appreciate you hanging out, man. And guys, definitely check out the Pain stream as well. He's on YouTube and Instagram. Most of us have an Instagram as well. Not everybody posts, but some of us do. Jen, Jerry. I'd like to give another big shout out to Polymind Studios. If you have a top tier membership, you can get that Punisher model for free right now on their website. But I think they're doing last calls, so you got to get it soon. Big shout out also to Jody over at Trek Mods and everybody over at Hobby Time Modelers. We love you guys. Thanks for doing what you all do. Appreciate you. Now let's see how this airbrush is moving liquids. It's still sputtering out the side like it's not supposed to. Oh, wife's home. Better scoop my chair in. Hi, baby. My beautiful wife is now home. Good timing because I'm kind of just wrapping shit up. Oh, that's bright. Hi, baby.
Hi. I'm tired. Hi.
Aw, she's tired. That's my wife, everybody. This is Mrs. 3D Painter, aka Jenny. Hi, baby. What?
Nothing, I'm just tired.
All right, I'll see you upstairs.
Yeah.
What?
Monday's gonna Monday.
Monday's gonna Monday. Yep. I'll be up in a few. I'll tell her you guys said hi. She's like, I'm fucking out. Get me out of here. She had a long Monday. Okay. I go back to work on a Tuesday, and I'm totally okay with that. Because then at least my first day back to work won't be on a Monday. I really wonder what they're gonna have me do. Ideally, I hope that my bosses and everything just say like, we want you back on your old route. Because I do know a bunch of my customers quit the company after I left. Well, I didn't leave, but when I wasn't able to take care of them anymore. And I would really like to. I get a lot of text messages and phone calls and stuff. You know, hey, when are you coming back? As soon as you come back, if you're taking care of us, we're gonna sign up. And I'm pretty sure my company would like that because that's a lot of money out on the table. So hopefully they just put me back on my old route. And if that's the case, I'll actually really enjoy being back at work. I think, once I get into the swing of things, get back into better shape again, lose this little belly of mine. Let me see here. So what should I do next after this mask? That's what I'm wondering. Hold on, guys. Bear with me here. I got something fun for you guys to do before I bounce today. I'm just putting it together. Please forgive me my terrible habits. That's one good thing. When I go back to work, I'll be hardly smoking at all again. And I'm considering to be stopping shortly. It needs to be done. I don't want to smoke anymore. I'm getting really tired of it. Let me see. Okay, so the deal is I'm going to be finished with this mask project pretty quick. Like, hopefully tomorrow. I basically just need to dry brush the thing, clear coat it, and put the mounting hardware in the back so that it can be hung up along with the light. So, pretty easy. And that begs the question of what's next. And I have 3 choices that I've picked out, and I'm gonna let you guys decide or help decide what we're gonna do. And so here we go. Let's see what happens. So I started a poll. So you guys get to help pick. We got 3 choices. We got Ultimate Batman by Sanix. And then there's Elektra by Sanix, which I already have that one printed. It's ready to go. Just needs paint. And then the other choice is Logan, the new Logan that CA3D Studios just came out with. So we'll let the poll run. There's only 6 of us right now. So far it's looking like Batman Ultimate is the winner. But we'll give it a few. See if anybody else pops in. Oh, Batman Ultimate's only at 50% now. Elektra by wow, nobody's picking Logan. I'm kind of surprised by that. So it's a 50-50 shot. Jerry says, finish your Daredevil series. Well, that means I'd have to do the fucking Punisher too. But like, I didn't see that earlier about Spider-Man pain stream. It says, spoiler alert, he got bit by a spider. Okay. So is that the end of the poll? Oh, somebody else joined. Maybe they'd like to take part in the... Oh, and they bounced. Kenny's mom can vote too. Who's all got their votes in already? I forget my microphone's on my glasses. Sorry, guys. Kenny's mom can vote too. So we got Kenny, Jerry, Gambit. Jen. Jen voted. Okay. Jerry voted. Did Gambit vote? Gambit voted. That's 3 votes. Waiting to hear from Kenny. So we got 4 votes already. Okay. Kenny, did you vote for your mom too? She might not even know who those people are. Who the fuck is Elektra? What's an Elektra? What's an Ultimate Batman? She voted Batman. Okay. Well, it's a 50-50 split between Elektra and Batman Ultimate. Both by Sanix. So... let's flip a coin. And I've got just the coin. I think Kenny will appreciate this. We'll be careful with it, though. Oh, my shopper just started shopping. That's cool. My groceries will be here soon. Okay, so for the vote, we're going to use our Boyd Crompton Memorial Halloween group build token. So on one side, we've got Trekworks, which was Boyd's YouTube channel. And on the other side, we've got Boyd. He dressed up as Dracula every year. Really wish I would have met this guy. Just sounds like one of the coolest people ever. So I want to provide some padding. It is in the case. I've never taken the chip out of the case, but I want to be careful with it. So we're going to give it a flip and see where it lands. Oh, I didn't even pick heads or tails. Okay, so Boyd is Batman. Hold on. Wait, why is it doing this? So Boyd's going to be Batman, and we'll say Elektra is going to be the Trekworks. All right, so let's do this again. We'll use this camera, I think. Oops. Technical difficulties. Well, me. I'm the technical difficulties, so I apologize. All right, here we go. We'll give Boyd a flip here. Carefully catch him, and that's that. So Boyd for Batman, and Elektra for Trekworks. So here we go. What's it gonna be? All right, Elektra. It's Elektra. We are going to do Elektra. Well, cool. I mean, at least Electra's already printed out. I don't have to do anything, so we'll end our poll here. That's done. Seriously, 0 votes for Logan. I'm kind of a little surprised for that. Thank you, Boyd. Appreciate you deciding that for us. So as soon as I finish this mask up, we'll start working on Electra. I've got her right over here, ready to go. Oh, got Vampire Batman too. 1/4 scale Vampire Batman by Carlos. I only have his head printed. Eventually I'm going to do this one again in 1/4 scale. I did it in 1/6 scale for a commission about 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago. And it's amazing. If you want to, it's on Cults under Carlos, Carlose. It's his Vampire Batman. Absolutely amazing model. So we'll put him aside for later use. I have so many models I can do. Hades by CA3D Studios. We got, yeah, doesn't matter. I got a lot of shit. So yeah, Electra's ready to go, and she will have a light in the base too, so that'll be fun. Does this not fit anymore? Okay, it still wiggles in there. I'm not gonna let it go too far though. I don't want to be able to not pull it out. It's already rough as it is. Feels like it expanded a little bit, which wouldn't surprise me with the heat in here. But yeah, I think that'll be fun. It'll be nice to add to the Punisher, Batman, Daredevil series, whatever. I might have to do the Punisher too. Because I mean, that would ultimately complete the whole collection, is having the Punisher done. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Electra's ready to go, and that's what we'll do next. So that'll be cool. Thanks for playing along, guys. I appreciate you. It was super fun. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got an extra little thing to send along with that Darth Talon model that I printed for the customer. So there's going to be a little extra special present in there for that person. And yeah, other than that, it's been fun today, guys. Thank you so much for cruising along and hanging out. I appreciate you. I got to get running. But like I always say, guys, happy 3D printing, happy painting. I love you all, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. So that all being said, I bid adieu and toodles.